So there we go. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We enjoyed our weekend because the Kansas City Chiefs just won another playoff game. So yay, go Chiefs! Um, we've had plenty of time to get artsy too. We've been designing new stuff and playing with all of our brand new release. So today we're going to show you guys our new Slim Mini Heart die. And here's another one. So very fun. We've got a couple. Those are just two really simple cards, but then we're gonna, well, actually, because of this die, all of them are really simple. So just want to show you guys a few examples. So we had a big event this past week. We were sharing all of the new release with the stores that carry Dare to Be Artsy products. So if you guys have a store near you, definitely shop local. They are going to start receiving all of their new stuff. We're starting to ship already this week. So if you are a store owner and you were there this past week for the event, we'd love to know that you're here and joining us tonight. So be sure and give us a hello and a heads up. And
Our signal's not great, so if you can just see if other people are having issues.
Okay, so apparently our signal here is not great. So let us know if you guys can hear us okay. I know last week we had a few people that the video kept freezing, kept locking up. So kind of keep us posted on that today, just so we can try and figure out what's going on. So we've got hi Cindy, hi Denise. Yeah, Denise, I think your order went out today, or was it yesterday? So yeah, so thanks for jumping on and watching with us tonight. I'm just going to kind of start over again, let you know what we're going to be doing. We're going to share with you our new Slim Mini Heart background die. So this is a really simple card. Here's another one. And you can see I paper pieced back in the little silver pieces here that I cut out of this one, and I put the pink ones back into this one. Very simple cards. This die comes with 3 pieces. So you get your border, the main cutout piece, and then this little teeny heart. And I'm going to show you what's kind of fun about this die. The border for this actually works really well with the other one. This is the Slim Mini Wavy die. And that second wave in the layers fits inside the outside border. So this is just a really good staple to have. You're going to use it a ton. And the fact that it works with this is kind of a nice little added benefit. So let's flip the camera around.
Melody says it seems to be working now.
Oh, good.
So hopefully we're all good. It's still
awesome.
Pausing up a little bit.
Okay, so it might be pausing a little. Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but keep us posted on what you guys are seeing. We're going to make 2 cards tonight. One is going to be a shaker card. We're going to do that second. And let's go ahead. The first card, I've got all these pieces. I've already stamped a few things, but this is, you're going to see how that wavy one is cut. The red paper's cut with the wavy die, and then the white part is cut with the border from our hearts. So see how nice that works together. And our polka dot is from the Merry and Bright collection. Now in this card, we're also going to use our bear hugs and our double layered Love You die. This stamp set, we did this in 2020 and really thought it was going to be a temporary stamp set. Who would have thought that we would still want to use this? We did do the masks separately, so this card it actually can be used all the time because the little elements are all cut separately too. So eventually we won't need to say, you touch my heart from 6 feet away, or you touch my heart from across the aisle. Eventually we won't need some of those elements, hopefully sooner rather than later. So I went ahead and just put the blue in the background and then layered those up. And then here is the Love You, 2 layers. And what I'm going to show you too is sometimes it's kind of nice to add a little more depth to a die, like the word die right here. So I just cut this out twice, and I'm just going to take some glue and I'm going to just layer up another white piece just so it kind of pops up, has a little bit more dimension. The first white piece that I put on here, I used the double-sided tape on the back before I die cut it, which made it really easy to put on the blue border with blue background. So I'm just going to touch this with a little bit of glue. There we go. And we're going to just layer this up. Let's zoom in a little bit. I'm just going to start at one end, and the glue is going to let me just wiggle it around, make sure it's lined up perfectly. So that's great. It's going to dry nice. So it just gave it a little extra pop just by layering it like that. And then of course I put some foam tape on the back of this. We have quite a few different double layered word dies. And I'm going to angle this like that. Then I've got my 2 bears. I already colored them and popped them up. So I'm going to put them here, and then I'm going to add a little heart. So the die for this, the die for the bear has a little heart with it. And first I just cut it out of red paper to pop it up, and then I added some glossy accents, a whole bunch of it to make it kind of poofy. Poofy, you like that word? Then the red is going to kind of get lost a little bit. So I thought, okay, let me do silver. I didn't have any silver paper handy, but I did have some candy. And so I was like, wait a second, there's my silver. So I put the score tape on the back of this. So again, I just added my score tape to the back of the candy wrapper and burnished it down, and look, it even has a little texture to it. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. So anyway, my little tip for today, and we're gonna add this to this little bear. So for this bear, I could just, I could have just stuck the heart right on top of him, but then it doesn't look like he's really holding it. So I took my scissors and I just snipped right along his little hands so that I can slide that in. So see, it's going to hold, he's going to look more like he's holding the heart. And then I'm going to flip that over. And while it's in place, I'm going to add just a little bit of foam tape to this. So that will kind of hold that heart in place. There. So there we go. Now one bear is handing off the flower or the heart to the other bear. Peel this off. Okay, are you guys good now? Is there any?
Chris is still having a bad connection, but it seems like on our end it's going smoother.
Okay, so some are still having a few issues. I'm not sure what that is about. So let's, okay, this one here.
Well, you're not the only one that used candy. Cindy said I used all my candy foil, great colors, polka dots, and more, depending on the season.
Oh, good.
She mused it,
Okay. I don't know if you guys heard Katie. She was saying, yeah, who's the other Cindy?
Graham,
Yeah, Cindy Graham uses a bunch of her candy wrappers as well. Awesome. So that's a good reason for us to have to go buy chocolate because we have to use the wrappers, right? Okay. So I think that looks really cute. And then, of course, we put You Touch My Heart from 6 feet away. And then okay, so there's that card. And I think you could even add another little strip of something here. I don't know if I cut a piece. I did not. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. So there's that card. And let's see. Let's zoom back out a little bit. Oh, wrong direction. Okay. So we'll save that little heart for some other thing. Okay, so the next one we're going to do a shaker card. And this one is using our new collection. This is the Make Waves collection. And I used one of the papers for the card base. And I stamped I Love You to the bottom of the deep blue sea on the inside. And then for the outside, what we're going to do is I cut, so I used the die to make the light blue paper, and then the dark blue, I just measured this and cut it to the exact size and glued it on the back because I wanted this piece solid. But now I wanted them also together at the same time. So then I'm going to take the inside heart and I'm going to cut, I want to cut a hole out of the blue. So let's just position it, make sure it's centered, and tape that on. I could have, instead of cutting the blue one out, instead of cutting, tape, don't mess me up. It's supposed to be not sticky. Okay, there we go. That was dangerous. Okay. I could have used that outside border of this, like this piece, for the blue, but I wanted more of the pattern to show around the background. So that's the only reason you just cut my dark blue to match the die. So, because I just wanted to show off the paper more. All right, so now we're going to make our shaker card. So we're going to flip this over. And so when you do a shaker card, if you really want the pieces to move around a lot, then you might want to double up your foam tape, unless you have some thicker foam tape already, but I don't, so I'm just going to double it. There's one. Two. So we're going to go all the way around the outside, and then we're also going to go around the heart, because you don't need the you don't need to have all of your shaker elements around, like filled around here where it's going to be invisible. Are we having?
Cindy Hollenbach just said, "Did you draw your stitch marks?"
The stitch marks from on the die, those are already, those little pierced dots are in the die. And okay, let's keep layering this up. So the outside doesn't have to, it's not going to matter that I have a few gaps here because we're going to go around the heart anyway. So we just want all the layers to, we just want it to be secure around the edges. And we want, if I'm going to layer, double layer around the heart, I have to double layer around the outside as well. Okay, that's going to hold the piece up. Now we need to seal it off so that we can put our glitter in there. And before we do that, we need our acetate. So here's our acetate. And that was a little mistake on my part. Need to put the acetate down first. All right, get the acetate on there. All right. Going right up around the heart. And again, we need 2 layers there. Here. And this one. Okay, almost there. Just want to close that up so that stuff doesn't get out. And getting there. Again, you could do just 1 layer, but again, I think 2 is better. Oh, the piece is a little thin. Getting there. I think this was going to be the longest part, is just putting all this foam tape on here.
Leave it in the comments if you guys know a place to get the thicker foam tape, maybe.
Yeah. Did you guys hear Katie? Go ahead and share with us if you guys have some ideas on getting thicker foam tape. Okay, I'm going to use this little thing. It's the static thing, just to I'm tapping the sides of the foam tape, because when we put all of our goodies in there, I don't want them to stick to the edges.
What does that do?
So it's what do they call this?
I've never seen that.
It is a static thingamajig. So yeah, there is an actual name for it. And so, all right. So there is, yeah, somebody has a name for that, because I've asked you guys that before. Whatever these puffball things are. All right, let's go ahead and drop in our goodies. Okay, so I'm using some of this fun gold. That's probably enough. And then we can go ahead and take all these off with my pokey tool. Is gonna help me do this. So, you know what I could do? Okay, because I can't flip this over and lay it. Oh, shistopod. You guys didn't just see me do that. Okay, so I'm going to be flipping this. But I think what I need to do is put a piece on that's the exact size. Then I can flip it over and position it on my base. So let's do that. But now that I knocked all of our glitter, so really I just need a piece like this, because
at least it wasn't
it's gonna hold the yeah. I just need the sparkles to be held in. So okay. All right. Wow. Teamwork. All right. Okay, now I can flip this over. Oh my gosh. There we go. And center it. Oh, you guys saved me. Look at that. Fun. So now you can see the little pattern behind, and it all stuck in there, and boy, that was okay, very helpful. Good job. Okay, so but what we're going to do here is we're adding our little sea creatures to the outside of this. So let's I don't even think we need to pop them because we're already have a lot of dimension on this. So for once, I'm not going to pop these as well. I'm just going to glue them. So this is from our jellyfish. This is the seahorse's stamp set. And then this one down here. Cute. And then the back of this paper has the waves, and so what I did is just cut along one of the white lines. We're going to add that to the inside. Okay. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm not polished. This is just me. So here's your waves at the bottom, and I'd love you to the bottom of the deep blue sea. That's how I feel about you guys that come and visit me on Monday nights. The seahorses have dies that coordinate with these. The other really awesome thing about this paper collection is that, and you're going to see this when you see, if you go to the What's New section, this is the Make Waves collection. And Katie's pulling the paper. There it is. Okay, so one of the papers, it's called Under the Sea. This is just a little section of it. But these seahorses can be cut out with the same dies. So see this little one here? That's the same die for that. And then this little seahorse here is the same one as this stamp set. And then here's the one with the little crown. So that die will cut this one out and this one out. And then these little jellyfish match our jellyfish stamp set. And next week we're going to, and the die. Yeah. So it may not cut everything. Like here's a seahorse that doesn't have a die, but it still cuts quite a bit out of our 12 by 12 paper. So again, next week I think we're going to show you guys a lot more of the Make Waves collection. And here's just another example of a card with this stamp set. So the other thing I wanted to point out is the dimensions of our slimline die. Like all of the, this is all the pieces, right? You have the outside piece and then you have this piece. Well, this center piece is 5 and it's 5 1/4 inches wide. So that piece is going to fit on an A2 size card as well. So the outside piece won't, but the inside piece will. So same with like our happy birthday die. A lot of our slim mini dies, the main center part will also fit on an A2 size card. So keep that in mind because I know some people don't really want to switch up the sizes and stuff. So that is so those are the cards for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry about the beginning where we we were having some technical difficulty with the freezing. So I'm not sure why it's happening. We'll try and look into that, make sure it won't do that again. So we will be back next Monday night. Also, our design team is going to be doing a blog hop or an Instagram hop starting this coming Friday. I believe it's on Friday. And they're going to be sharing all kinds of new samples with all of the new products. So definitely tune into that. And like I said before, shop local. Or if you have a store near you that doesn't carry us yet, go ahead and let them know we're out here. So we wanted to share a photo with you guys today. This is my daughter Kelsey and Camden in their little Chiefs outfits. So cheering on the Chiefs. And this next weekend we've got the Chiefs playing the Bengals, and my daughter and her fiance are Bengals fans, so that's going to be an interesting weekend and it's an interesting game. So anyway, again, have a great week. I dare you to be artsy and come back again next Monday. Bye, guys.